Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "By the one in whose hand is my soul, there is shirk more hidden than the crawling of an ant. Shall I not tell you something to say to rid you of it, both minor and major? Say, O Allah, I seek refuge in you that I associate partners with you, while I know, and I seek your forgiveness for what I do not know." When Adam alayhi salam was sent on the earth, everyone was believing in oneness of Allah, Tawheed, and the later people got trapped by Shaitan. But how? Like we just learned in the Hadith, that shirk is more hidden than the crawling of an ant. Let's see, how is it that hidden that we do not even understand that the shirk penetrates? In the later generations of Hazrat Adam alayhi salam, there were people who were very good, very righteous, and everybody loved them, as they were humble slaves of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But when these good ones passed away, Shaitan whispered to their nations to draw their pictures and make their statues so you can see them and then you will remember Allah more, like they used to remember Him. So people did so. They made the pictures and the statues and named them as well. And then the later generations, they forgot about oneness of Allah and they started worshipping these idols. So Shaitan taught them a wrong way of worshipping, that he made them make idols and pictures. And they listened, and finally they ended up with such a grave mistake that they started worshipping these idols. Same way, people were told by the prophets that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created the angels who work in the universe. They do different jobs. But people listening to Shaitan, they came up with the idea that these angels have control over the things by themselves, as their Rabb gave his control to them. So they share the control of their Rabb. Mazallah. But we know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has all the power and control, and no one can have any control over anything of his own. Then some others made prophets of Allah as if they share power of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Mazallah. Prophets are slaves of Allah, very righteous slaves. They always seek Allah's help. So it is very clear and easy to understand that Allah is one, alone. There is no one like Him. No one has any share in His power, His control, His kingdom, and His attributes. Whatever we have got is from Allah. So Allah tells us, Subhanallahi amma yasifun. Exalted is Allah above what they describe, that He subhanahu wa ta'ala is glorified above from all wrong what people associate to Him. But why? Why so many people make such a big mistake in such an easy to understand matter? There are many reasons for it, but two of them we will discuss today. Look, life is a test. We are being tested. Let's see how. Think, if your car breaks down right in the middle of the road and someone helps you and drops you back home, so who shall you be thankful to? The car or the man? Obviously, you will be thankful to the man who caused the car to drive you home. Do we make any mistake here that we forget about the man and we thank the car? No, we don't. But we do make a mistake that we thank the man, which we should do, but we forget about Allah, who caused the man that he helps us. Don't we? Yes, many times we forget that all this has happened as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made it happen. The same way, we thank the doctor but forget about our Rabb. We are grateful to our teachers and parents, friends, but forget about our Rabb. Then people start thinking that all the good reaching them is due to their money, their status, their jobs, the people around them, and they forgot who really is doing all this for us. And we end up with associating equals to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, thinking as if these resources are the source of all goodness coming for us, just like earlier the people used to think about the idols. So we kind of make these resources idols. Another mistake which makes people set equals to Allah is that they find it hard to be saved from the hellfire, as then they have to do what they do not like to do. They have to get up doing their namaz, sleeping early so they can get up for Fajr namaz, working hard to earn halal money, dressing modest, ignoring other people's way of dressing. All these ways they find them hard, and they make up excuses that Allah is kind. He will not punish us. So they think the day of judgment to be an easy day, that yes, we will be fine. Or they say that there are some special ones, like people say about Prophet Isa alayhi salam, or some said about the angels. So they say we will worship Prophet Isa, and some said we will worship these angels, and they will save us on the day of judgment. As this way, they think they will be fine on the day of judgment. So they do not have to do much in this world. They can do whatever they want. But this made up excuse is not going to help them at all, as no one can save us but Allah. Even no one can save their own selves. Even prophets, angels, everyone, they are totally dependent on Allah, that Allah lets them do what they are supposed to do. Allah saves them on the day of judgment, especially. Subhanallahi amma yasifun. So we learn, if we rely upon, trust in anything or anyone other than Allah regarding this world or the hereafter, then we will end up with setting equals to Allah. Ma'azallah. All the creation around us understands it well, and they say their tasbih. They glorify Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by saying Subhanallahi wa bihamdihi. It's our turn. Can we be not even this clever that we understand that Allah is a Subbuh? Our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us to do tasbih in ruku, Subhana Rabbiyal Azim, and in sajda, Subhana Rabbiyal Ala. For us, the speak of our Rabb is the solution to all our problems, as it makes us understand that it's not me, it's my Rabb who will help me out, insha'Allah.